Assignments are one of the best features in Moodle. In fact, you've already completed 7 of them at this time, what I have referred to as activities in this Moodle module. What they really are is just assignments. And I'm going to go ahead and walk you through creating an assignment now. Go ahead and turn editing on. And this time, instead of using the Add a Resource field, we're going to go to Add an Activity. And we are going to scroll down to Assignments. You'll see that Assignments actually has several different types. There's Advanced Uploading, Online Text, Upload a Single File, and Offline Activity. There are really only 2 that you'll ever use. The first one is online text, which is the simplest form, and that's what I've had you do in the activities, which is to simply respond to a question that I presented by clicking the Submit button, typing in a quick answer, and hitting Submit. You can also choose to upload a single file. This can work well if you need students to submit a portfolio or a PowerPoint presentation, but the choice is really yours. I will say that for grading purposes, online text is very easy. It's far easier. If you just need them to have a typed response, I would strongly suggest online text. That'll allow you to simply tap a button and see their assignment versus having to download every single file that the students have saved. So in this case, I'm just going to select online text. I'm brought into the Add a New Assignment field. I'm going to give this one a name, and I'm going to call this Democracy or Republic, which is the title of an assignment that I've already pre-copied. And one thing that you'll notice in assignments, which is a little strange, is that normally you have a description field, and then you also have a place to paste your information. For some reason, the way that Moodle works in this manner is that for assignments, the description is where you basically put what you would like to have the students complete. There's not a second field. So I've already copied some text that I'm going to use for this, and I'm going to go ahead and paste it into the field here. So I went ahead and just pasted everything in, and if I scroll up to the top, you can see basically what I've done here. In fact, I'm going to click this little button that says Toggle Full Screen Mode, just so you can see it a little easier. You can see that I've given them a prompt at the top to read this argument and then answer 3 questions in paragraph form. I've given them a word count. These are the 3 questions. Here's the article that they need to read, and we're all set. I'm going to exit back out of full screen. Now you'll notice that you also have assignment due dates, so I could select a specific date that I'd like this to be submitted. I'll go ahead and set it for midnight on May 9th. Actually, you can't set it for midnight, so we'll go to 11:55. You'll also note that everything operates in military time. You do have an option as to whether or not you want to prevent late submissions. I usually say yes, prevent late submissions, and then I require students who do submit their work late for any credit to print and bring it in to me. That helps me to distinguish between who completed it on time and who's late without having to constantly go back in and check to see if somebody added it after the due date. You can leave everything else alone for the most part. There is an option to allow resubmitting if you'd like. So if this is a paper that they might want to submit multiple drafts, you can say yes. I usually just leave it at no. And the standard options apply: restrict access, activity completion. You'll notice that there's a little checkbox that appears next to items as you guys complete them when you're taking the course. That's because I have set this to show activity is complete when conditions are met, and then I select student must view this activity to complete it. You don't have to do this, but there are some advantages if you get in the habit of selecting this that are discussed in the advanced course. At this time, we can click Save and Display, and we should see our assignment. So here's our assignment. I should probably go back in. If I were to keep this, I would go back in and left justify everything. For some reason it centered it, but that's an easy fix. In fact, all you'd have to do is go to Edit Settings. We'll go ahead and select everything and left justify. Let's try it again. Okay, and it's fixed. So here's the assignment all ready to go. You'll notice that at the very bottom of it, it tells the students when it's available from, the due date, and it lets them know that they have not yet submitted anything. When they're ready, just as you've done previously, they will click Add Submission. They will scroll back down to the bottom. They will type their answer and click Save Changes. Now from the teacher's perspective, you'll notice that when I'm in the assignment, it now says View One Submitted Assignment. I'm, of course, the only person that submitted assignment in this case. You'll also notice that there's visible groups. You can see these are the groups that I completed, or created rather, early in the course when in the first lesson where we talked about creating a course and setting up groups and enrollment. So if you have this set up, then you would simply be able to go through and select a specific class period or subject that you want to view. And then when you're ready, click View One Submitted Assignment, and you'll be able to see the individual's assignments at that time. And that's all that there really is to creating a simple activity. This one feature alone will allow you to go mostly paper-free in your classroom.